Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I know I haven't been uploading recently in the past couple weeks, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks is the last time I uploaded, which is crazy and definitely was not my intention. So I just want to do a quick update on what's been going on, why I haven't been uploading. So basically, I started a new job. My cat is scratching at the door, so I'm gonna let him in. Come on. So basically, I started a new job like about 3 weeks ago, and it's still a vet tech job. It's just at a different location, and I love my job. I really do. I will have to say it is pretty exhausting though. It's a little bit different from the job that I was previously at. Yeah, it's exhausting. I work very long shifts, and when I'm off, like on Mondays and Tuesdays, I literally want to do absolutely nothing because I'm like recovering from the 4 days in a row that I just worked. So with that being said, I also haven't been reading as much. I have been so lazy on my days off. I literally just want to lay on the couch and watch YouTube and 90 Day Fiancé. And I still have been reading, just definitely not as much as I wanted to. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I just have been so exhausted and trying to adjust to my new job, and I haven't really been in the best mind state the past few weeks. It's been a weird 3 weeks. Nothing specifically has happened besides starting a new job. You can see my cat's tail. Yeah, I just haven't been feeling the best. So, I am feeling pretty good today. I've been off today, so I thought, why not film a video? Oh yeah, I'm also moving in literally a week. And we are just moving downstairs in the same apartment complex, just downstairs to a bigger place, a 2-bedroom. So even though it's going to be a pretty easy move, for some reason I've just been oh my god, my cat is like rolling over for me to pet him and he's going to knock down my camera. Yeah, even though it's going to be a pretty easy move, I still am stressed out about packing. I hate packing so much. Like, I know it's not going to be that bad once we actually come down to it. We have to be moved in by next Monday, and today's Monday right now. So, yeah, I hate packing so much, and I'm dreading it. But that's also been on my mind, just getting everything in order. All the clothes that I have to go through, blah, blah, blah. You guys probably don't care. I just kind of wanted to let you know what's been going on with me and why I haven't been uploading, and I feel really guilty about it. So I finally feel decent today, enough to upload. So this is going to be a pretty quick video. It's kind of going over what my February TBR was and what I actually did read off of the list, and it looks like, I'm just looking at it right now, and I think I only read 3 books this month, which for some reason doesn't sound right. I feel like if I've read anything else, then I will put it in the description down below. I was just looking at my Goodreads list of what I've read in the month of February, and I can only find 3 books, so that's insane. So this is going to be a pretty quick wrap up of the books that I have read. So looking at my February TBR, I had Sworn to Silence by Linda Castillo, which I did end up reading, and I gave that a 4-star. Basically, if you don't know what the Sworn to Silence series is about by Linda Castillo, it's basically like a murder mystery thriller setting in an Amish community. So there's like 10 books in this series, maybe like 9 or 10, and they're all in an Amish setting, and there's just always these brutal murders happening in this Amish town, and it follows a police chief and as well as all her agents, and they kind of try to figure out what happened with this brutal murder in an Amish town where murders usually don't happen. So each story is different. You don't really have to read them in order. They're all separate standalones. I do recommend reading Sworn to Silence if you're going to read this series, because it kind of gives a really good overall basis of the main character's background, and you'll kind of understand more of what's going on throughout the series if you do read the first one, which I believe is Sworn to Silence. So yeah, I really did like that book. I really like Kate Burkholder. She's the main chief police in this series. She's like a badass female cop. So yeah, I like her. I read that. I gave it a 4-star. I also read No Exit by Taylor Adams. I gave that one like a 4.5 star. That one is basically about this girl that gets snowed in at a rest stop, and there are other people snowed in at that rest stop as well, and they are snowed in there for a while, like many hours, and some messed up stuff happens. She goes outside at one point and sees that there is a child locked in a van, and after that she can't trust anybody that's at the rest stop, and she kind of tries to figure out what's going on. Why is that kid locked up in a van? And this book reminds me of like what a scary movie should be. I feel like this book should be a movie. I don't know. It's creepy. It makes me like scared to be stuck at a rest stop, even though I don't know why I would be. But yeah, it was a really good book to read during this time because it's snowing around me. Not right now, but it was at the time I was reading the book, so that was pretty cool. It's like based off of, you know, a winter setting. So yeah, it was pretty suspenseful. I liked it a lot. So I gave that one like 4.5 stars. I had heart-shaped box. I don't know if you could see, but it's just my little list of what my February TBR was supposed to be. I had heart-shaped box on there, didn't get to that. I really do want to get to it soon though. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. I am actually currently reading that right now. I'm like 230 pages in, and I can't really say if I like it or not. So yeah, I'll update that next month when I finish it. I Hate Fairyland Volume 2, Fluff My Life by Scotty Young. I didn't get to that one. I read the first graphic novel of that series in January, and I did like it. I gave it a 4-star. The graphics are honestly like the best ones that I've seen. I don't read graphic novels. That was like my first one I've ever read, but from the ones that I have seen people talk about, those graphics, like the pictures in there, are so colorful and so eye-catching. That one has intrigued me the most, which made me pick it up, and it's kind of a little bit darker. It's a darker series. It's not really for kids, but yeah, I like that. So I didn't get to that one, unfortunately, and Breaking Silence by Linda Castillo, which I believe is the second book in the Sworn to Silence series. I gave that one a 4-star. I really did like it. It's the same premise. A really brutal murder happens in this Amish community, and the chief police, Kate Burkholder, and her team kind of try to figure out what happened. And there's always a really good plot twist at the end of these books. I really do like it. Kate Burkholder, if I could be any female cop in any book that I've ever read, I'd want to be her. I just really like her personality, and I don't know, she's cool. I like her. So yeah, I definitely recommend that series if you haven't read it. If you are okay with reading brutal murders and there's triggers for like sexual assault, basically triggers for everything in the 2 books that I've read so far, so just be aware if you are interested. But if you're sensitive to things that are like gory and murder and rape, be cautious if you want to read that series. But overall, I do really recommend it. I read Dirty Angels by Karina Halle. That's what I've also read in February. I knew I was missing something. So Dirty Angels and Dirty Deeds, those are 2 books in a 3-book series. It's basically about, if I could sum it up, cartel, violence, sex, and gore. If those things interest you, then I would definitely recommend this series. Dirty Angels is the first book, Dirty Deeds is the second, and Dirty Promises is the third, which I want to get to this month, the 3rd book. The only thing I have to say about there is pretty explicit sex scenes, which I don't really mind. I don't know, it kind of takes away of the thrill of the books, if that makes sense. Like, these books are suspenseful, and it kind of goes through the life of what being involved in the cartel is like, which to me is pretty interesting. I like that kind of stuff. So like when it comes to the sex scenes, it kind of takes away from that story and away from the thrill, which kind of brought my rating down. But overall, I do really like these books. If you're interested in the cartel at all and you don't mind violence and gore and some sex, they're like guilty pleasure reads, then I would recommend them. I didn't show any of the books like in person. I'm just gonna put a picture up because I am moving and I have a lot of my books just, it's all a mess and it's hard to get to those books. But yeah, I'll put a picture of the books up that I read. So those are all the books that I read in February. Overall, pretty good reading month. Definitely not as many as I wanted to get to, but at least I read something, right? So yeah, I feel really bad for being absent for these past few weeks. I just didn't want to get on camera and film when I wasn't feeling, you know, that great mentally. So yeah, I hope you guys understand and you guys enjoyed this February wrap up. It is now March, what is the date today? March 11th. Wow, so this is coming up pretty late. I hope you guys don't mind, but I really did want to get something up for you guys. I have a huge haul to film after this video once I get my son to go to sleep. He's out in the living room playing in his little jumper, so I'm gonna hopefully get him to take a little nap because I think he's gonna be tired soon. And then I want to film this insane haul. I'm looking at all the books right now and it's honestly a little bit sickening how many books I've bought in the past couple of months. So this is like a collective haul. Probably since like the end of January I've been buying these books and it is time to haul them before I move. I just want to get them hauled and out of the way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this wrap up. Let me know what you read in February down below, and if you've read any of the books that I've mentioned, let me know what you thought of them. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!